Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and today I'm here with one of my best friends, Gian Miller, right here.
Yeah.
And today we just got out of seeing the new Disney movie, which just came out today, the sequel to Moana, Moana 2. What do you think, Gian?
I thought it was pretty good, better than the first one, and I liked how the movie went.
Yeah, For me, I thought it was like not as bad as people said it was so far. I mean, sure, it's not as good as the first Moana, but I still think it was a pretty good sequel to the first Moana that came out in 2016. Yeah, the songs aren't really that memorable compared to the first movie, but yeah, like overall, it's still not that bad of a Disney film, and we're also making this cold opening for a special thanks shout out to our best friend Justin M. If you're watching this, along with the rest of the Cena Boyz that are watching this review, just want to give you all a special thanks shout out. And so, and with that being said, before we go on with the review, make sure to hit that like button, like, comment, and subscribe, and for more. Yep. And so, with that being said, on with the review. Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to a new movie review. In tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this new Disney animated feature film which just came out today. And earlier, I just got back from seeing it with one of my best friends, Gian Miller, like you just saw in the cold opening. And yeah, and just like you saw in the intro, this review is going to be on Moana 2. Yep, Moana 2. Moana 2 is the sequel to the 2016 Disney animated feature film Moana, and so Moana is back for a second movie along with Maui, once again played by Dwayne Johnson. And so in this movie, Moana journeys to the far seas of Oceania after receiving an unexpected call from her wayfinding ancestors, and altogether Moana forms a team of members. Along with Hey the rooster and the pig, of course, which we didn't really see that much in the first movie. So the pig has more screen time here, and yeah, and of course Moana and Maui, and of course the rest of the team. They all have to set off on this adventure to try and stop this curse from and this curse has something to do with like an underwater island of some sort, which I'm not going to go into full detail because I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, I don't want to spoil any important plot details about it, so that's the best I can say about what Moana 2 is about, so there you have it. Anyway, so, because I remember last year when me and my other best friend Justin M, I know we both saw Disney's last year's animated feature film Wish. We saw Wish together, and yeah, Disney's last animated feature film, Wish, didn't really do well at the box office, and it kind of didn't do well for critics either, since it got mixed reviews. And Moana 2, on the other hand, is getting like mixed to positive reviews as far as I know, but when I first saw the trailer to Moana 2, it did have a little potential for a Moana sequel, because it did have a little potential for a sequel that could be almost as good as the first. But I actually, like, fun fact, guys, I actually remember first hearing about this movie when it was originally going to be a Disney Plus TV show. Yeah, Moana 2 was originally planned out as a Disney Plus series on like a TV show based on Moana. But then when the sequel was officially announced, Disney decided that at the last minute they decided to revamp the Disney Plus TV show into an actual theatrical sequel to the original movie. And I kind of wouldn't be surprised if they do the same thing to the Tiana series, because if the Tiana Disney Plus TV show gets revamped into a sequel to The Princess and the Frog, then that probably won't be surprising either, even if I'm proven wrong or we're proven wrong, but, you know, only time will tell. So, anyway, so my overall thoughts on Moana 2, it's honestly not that bad. It's honestly not that bad of a sequel, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty good for the most part overall. Although this movie did have a little nitpicks, like a bit of minor quibbles, like, yeah, because Yeah, because one of my flaws I do have with Moana 2 is that the songs are okay, but they're not really as memorable compared to the ones in the first Moana. Yeah. But I gotta say, the voice acting, on the other hand, is actually great. The voice acting's still really good. Like Dwayne Johnson as Maui, and of course, Ali Cravalho as Moana herself. And yeah, and of course, Alan Tudyk, Walt Disney Animation Studios' Good Luck Charm voice actor, Alan Tudyk. He's always a funny Hey Hey the Rooster. Yeah, and just like in the first Moana, Hey scream sound is actually the same chicken sound from the Dick House Rainbow logo on Jackass. Yeah, pretty funny chicken sound there for Hey Hey. And yeah, considering the fact that this movie's actually directed by three other people, because three other people actually directed the sequel instead of the original directors, like Ron Clements and John Musker. Like, yeah, they were the original directors of the first Moana, and of course they both retired from the Walt Disney Company since they're no longer making any more Disney animated films. Which explains why Moana 2 is directed by three other people. But Jared Bush, on the other hand, who wrote the first Moana, Jared Bush also actually wrote the sequel as well, because I think he was one of the story and screenwriters to Moana 2. Like Jared Bush, and yeah, he's gonna be directing next year's Zootopia 2 with Byron Howard once again. Jared Bush for Zootopia 2 next year. Which I'm definitely looking forward to that. But that aside, Moana 2, I thought was a pretty solid enough sequel, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty good. Like, and of course, the animation designs itself, even the visuals and the animation, it's still really good for like a Walt Disney Animation Studios film. And yeah, Mark Mancina's music is also pretty good too. And it's like, and consider the fact that Lin-Manuel Miranda had no involvement in Moana 2, which is probably the reason why this movie got mixed reviews, because Lin-Manuel Miranda is actually not involved in the sequel, because he's actually working on the Disney photorealistic CGI prequel to the 2019 Lion King remake, Mufasa the Lion King, which that was actually one of the previews I got in front of my screening for Moana 2. Yeah, like my screening for Moana 2 actually were all Disney previews, including the Pixar movie Elio, which I'm seeing next year. But yeah, the other previews I got were Mufasa the Lion King and the live-action remakes of Lilo and Stitch and Snow White. Yeah, I'm not really going to see those since I lost interest in Disney live-action remakes after seeing last year's Little Mermaid film. But I gotta say, I think when it comes to new characters and new like minor characters in Moana 2, like they're kind of handled like a little decently, just okay. Like from my perspective. Yeah, but all I can say about Moana 2, it's a solid enough movie to the first Moana. Although I will say, I gotta say the first Moana is better, since I really enjoyed the first Moana just a lot better than the sequel. But overall, Moana 2 wasn't really that bad of a sequel in my opinion. It was pretty good, and it's probably a good one. It's probably a good one to check out with your kids and families out there for Thanksgiving weekend, or when you're on Thanksgiving break or something like that. Because at least this movie's kind of better than last year's Wish film, even though I still think Wish is still a great movie regardless. But yeah. So overall, Moana 2 was pretty good, and I'm gonna give Moana 2 3.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. And so there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Moana 2. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it. Oh yeah, and also, happy Thanksgiving. Alright, talk to you later.